The opposite of peace through strength is war through weakness. Wokeness, weakness, and war. We appeal to Almighty God, just as our forefathers did.
So, Mr. Secretary, you will be releasing that full video.
We are reviewing it right now.
Is that a yes or no?
That is,
I have a few clips lined up for us to look at of Pete Hegseth attempting to defend his now obvious war crimes under Donald Trump and their MAGA agenda. So if you can, leave us a like on the video. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers, and let's get right to the takedown with some fact checks ready.
We appeal to Almighty God, just as our forefathers did. George Washington, the founder of the War Department, appealed to God's providence during every step of our improbable revolution. On prayer, on bended knee, on the battlefield. Ronald Reagan did the same, appealing to heaven as the world hung in the balance. We do the same today.
It was hilarious to me before this, but even now more so, that these are the people who consider themselves the real party of Christ, you know, the true Christians in this country, as well as the pro-life party. Like, even without these boat strikes, do we really think Jesus Christ himself would support preemptively bombing Iran with no justification? If we're talking about Trump, I mean, that list goes on even further, as if Jesus would come down from the heavens and say, deport these people, lock them up in internment camps, they don't have proper documents. But for Hegseth, they've bombed over 20 boats now, killed over 90 people, closer to 100, with who knows how many civilians. Colombia has alleged multiple, where they've even doubled back now to bomb shipwrecked survivors. Who in the world thinks that any God would sign off on this? Any God, and if he would, why would we want to follow him?
So, Mr. Secretary, you will be releasing that full video.
We are reviewing it right now.
Is that a yes or no?
That is, the most important thing to me are the ongoing operations in the Caribbean with our folks that use bespoke capabilities, techniques, procedures in the process. I'm way more interested in protecting that than anything else.
Most transparent administration of all time, by the way, guys. The party who called for every transcript of every Biden meeting to be released to them and made public, so for corruption investigations and Biden's emails to be reviewed and all of this. But here they are, committing war crimes in cold blood, broad daylight on camera, and now they might not even want to show us the video, and we're going to review it, but we're worried about other things, so who knows if we'll release it. Can't give you a yes or no. If it was as justified as they say, as clear-cut, clean, easy, and simple, they would just release it. It would be super easy. Kind of funny how they claim transparency, the most transparency, but the second it could incriminate them, it turns into this. We see this with the Epstein files as well. Even after Congress passed a bill forcing their release, well, where are they? And we see it with this video, where the reporting is that they doubled back to strike a boat that wasn't even headed for the US. And now, according to them, they might not be able to show us the video that absolves them of the war crime. Shocking.
The opposite of peace through strength is war through weakness. Wokeness, weakness, and war, all specialties of Joe Biden and Lloyd Austin. The debacle in Afghanistan, a stain on our country and a sin committed against the troops. The weakness that unleashed Islamist war against Israel on October 7th. And that same weakness invited war in Ukraine. And Vladimir Putin saw the open door and he took it.
This is hilarious rhetoric, considering Russia has dropped the largest bombs into Ukraine since Trump took office multiple times over. Like, they dropped the largest one under Trump, then beat that, and then beat that. Israel has only continued its genocidal operations in Gaza. The US has now openly committed war crimes in the Caribbean. We've preemptively bombed a country in Iran, ruining possible denuclearization talks, which is the only success we've had in denuclearizing the Middle East region. For no reason, we bombed that. As NATO is getting weakened because we're ostracizing allies, and we're about to hand Russia the single largest geopolitical win it's ever had. Like, that's no joke, no exaggeration. The peace plan that Trump put forth, which gives Russia parts of Ukraine that they do not control and could not successfully take in 4 years of fighting, while guaranteeing no NATO approval for Ukraine and lowering Ukraine's military to a non-functional size without guaranteeing that Russia won't reinvade 5 years down the line. There's literally not a global win or geopolitical success for Russia that you could point to that could even kind of compete with this. And it's signed and delivered by Donald Trump himself.